strokes. Some quick strokes. Don't ever let your man give you quick strokes. It's advice. Hey guys, Natalliegee Glam here. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're discussing everything ABH. Anastasia Beverly Hills. They've had a huge spring launch. They've launched bronzers, matte liquid lipsticks, Amrezy highlighter, Soft Glam. We're talking about all of it. So today we're getting into it. We're discussing if these things are worth the coin or not. Are you gonna spend that money? That's what really matters. We're gonna discuss if it's worth it or not. We do get to the bottom of it. There is a definite answer. I also will be comparing it to Modern Renaissance. Before we get into this video, I just wanna ask you if you're subscribed. Oh, you're not? It's really easy. Just click the subscribe button right down below and also hit the notification button so you know whenever I drop new videos. And let's watch this video. Today is gonna be a great makeup tutorial. There is a spider taunting me in my room, and it's in that little like crevice between the wall and the ceiling. So like it can either jump, run, I don't know. But I can't kill it there because there's nothing that's gonna fit in the corner. I'm trying to see if he's gonna make a run for it or not, because I have Windex ready, my man. So I have not touched or swatched anything. I literally just got my Sephora box in the mail and I took it and I opened it and I looked at it and it looks good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, everything looks good. In theory, everything looks like something I could use. The reason why I was hesitant about Soft Glam is for many reasons, because one, so I have Modern Renaissance, which is another Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. And everyone loves Modern Renaissance, but I think I'm only getting into it now. I don't know if I just didn't know how to use it, but it was not for me in the beginning. I bought it sometime last year and I like literally over a year later, really just getting into it. And the real thing is just depending on the base you're using. Like, I have darker skin, so everything is different on me than it is on anybody else. Like, unless you have darker skin, obviously. To be honest, it's just literally like it just wasn't showing up. Like, a lot of times I was making looks with it and it was just coming out muddy. Like, nothing was coming out how you'd want to come out or how you're seeing people do it. So I'm like, is it me or is it palette? I was kind of like, if this doesn't show up on me, what's Soft Glam gonna do? I don't know. Soft Glam is described as an everyday to night palette with 14 shades, including essential mattes and glam shimmers.
The main reason I was really hesitant about buying Soft Glam is because I have Modern Renaissance and there's 3 shades that are identical. We have Tempura, Burnt Orange, and Cypress Umber, 3 of the exact same shades in 2 different palettes. There's also a couple shades that are kind of similar. So there's Raw Sienna and Just Sienna. We have Golden Ochre and Orange Soda, kind of look similar. Dusty Rose and Bon Fresco. We also have Fairy and Vermeer. I'm trying to think of what else there's. Glistening and Primavera. There was just a bunch of things that looked exactly the same and I didn't see why I would need that.
Like, knowing you created this, why would you not maybe swap that out for something that's not in this? At least three shades that are exactly the same. Their other launches, they also launched bronzers. I bought the deepest one, which is Mahogany. We'll see who this is gonna bronze really soon. The packaging's really cute, has a little bit of a holographic thing to it. And then I bought their stick foundation. Yeah, their stick foundation. This is in the color Cocoa. That's not a bad product for $30. It's not a bad amount. Better be quality though. Like, I didn't swatch anything. Everything I bought off the pure trust that it was gonna work. So let's see how that goes. They also launched the oh my gosh, look how it's bling blinging on the camera. The Amrezy highlighter. I got this for my birthday. I didn't have to buy this. Those were their launches, their most recent launches, and I was like, you know what, this is a perfect time to do kind of like a, not first impressions, because I've used their stuff before, but an impressions video on all these new stuff. Tempera is an ultra matte velvety beige. And again, like, you know, that's one swipe, so not bad. Glistening. An iridescent gold with a hint of pink reflex. That was orange soda, which is an ultra matte pastel peach. Not the most pigmented on me. But then again, there's no base on my arm, etc. But that's what we're getting. Rose pink is rose gold with soft pink iridescent hue. Okay, so the pigments are really weird. Give me a second. Sultry is a hybrid satin metallic finish, warm chocolate brown. Okay, so what I mean by the pigments are super weird, like I'm in them and they're almost like ColourPop Super Shock shadows. So don't press into them too much. Like I was in there and then like see how they're getting all messy and all weird? Like it's literally like soft. Like you don't need to dip into it with too much pressure or anything like that. And bronze is a metallic gold bronze. Gorgeous. Mulberry is an ultra matte mulberry. Dusty rose, ultra matte dusty lilac. Multi-dimensional light gold. Like I'm gonna assume they meant dimensional. Burnt orange, ultra matte deep orange. Sienna ultra matte earthy brown. Rustic ultra matte deep cinnamon brown. Cypress umber ultra matte coffee. And noir ultra matte deep carbon black. And they swatch pretty well. Like you see, the two lightest shades are the only ones that didn't really show up, which is really a plus. But overall, like just based on swatches, I'm way more impressed with Soft Glam than Modern Renaissance. Just saying. Like that's just like, it's early, it's out the gate, but I am. The fact that I have, like for me personally, I have many a transition shade. Like that's huge. Modern Renaissance swatches. So this is Cypress Umber. I'm gonna put like my Soft Glam swatches in there, but this does not look the same. This is Tempera, which it kind of looks the same, like it could pass, but I feel like this one still looks slightly different. We were also concerned about Buonfresco. That does not look like Dusty Rose. They don't look the same. They're slightly different. Burnt Orange looks a little different. Primavera, I thought that was gonna look a little bit like glistening. It does not look the same. So it isn't exactly the same. There are differences. And to be honest, just looking at the swatches, I would pick Soft Glam. Like if I had seen this video at the time I bought Modern Renaissance, I wouldn't have even bought Modern Renaissance if they had existed at the same time and there was the choice. I wouldn't. See, like, these are even way more pigmented. Like, how am I fighting to get that off my skin? Okay, we haven't even gotten into makeup yet. I feel like this video is gonna be hella long, but I am pleasantly surprised. Basically made me eat my words or whatever. So for this tutorial, we're not really focusing on whatever the look is I'm gonna create because I don't think anyone really cares. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't really care about the tutorial. I think we just care about thoughts about the product and, you know, other ABH products. So it's kind of just going to be like a talk through. You'll see different aspects of it, maybe sped up or skipped, but it's because they're basically irrelevant. What we're here to do is we're here to discuss ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills, the products that I have tried, and get our review on that. I feel like putting the tutorial in will make the video too long, and I'm not here for that either. Like, I'm trying to think, if I was you and I clicked on this video, what would I want to see? I would like to sit in here like, this bitch really gonna do a full tutorial when she know all I care about is what she think. So we're just gonna not even gonna go through that. We're just gonna start doing stuff and I'll give you my thoughts on ABH products as they come and go. ABH product I've had for a long time, but I'm really not a fan of is Dip Brow. Everyone and their mama loves Dip Brow. I don't like it. There's something, it just doesn't, like, when I put Dip Brow on, I feel like a rookie. Like, I feel like there has to be something I'm not doing right, why it's not working for me. It just doesn't work for me. I'm gonna use it today with some oil. This is from the Body Shop. It's called Oils of Life, because I do see a lot of people do that as well, where they add oil to it, like 2-3 drops, and they find that that makes it work better. I don't know what it is. The product does not like me, or I don't like it. I'm not too sure. It just doesn't work for me. I will say that I like the way it looks better with the oil. I don't like the way it feels though. Like it feels like these brows would slide right off in a heartbeat. And I always, okay, a product that I do love for brows is this brush. This is the number 12 brush by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Since I've bought this, I have had difficulty applying brows with anything else. It's an amazing brush. I won't even lie. So that's one of my favorite things. So, quick strokes. Some quick strokes. Don't ever let your man give you quick strokes. It's advice. So yeah, I do like it better with the oil. I feel like my brows look clean. I will say that ABH shadows always have fallout. I accept it. Like, and to be honest, I don't feel like it's that much product that you really lose in the process, but there's fallout. So if you don't like fallout, that is something to consider. So far the shadows are blending like really well together. I am thoroughly impressed with how they go on my skin. I actually find that all the shades are coming up more pigmented on my skin. Like that looks like I dipped into Noir, but I actually just dipped into Cypress Umber, and it's like so deep. I did not think it would be that deep at all. So now I'm using Rustic to diffuse that. So you can make really cute neutral glam looks with this, just based off like these neutral tones alone. Ew, what is that? I'm typically not a stick foundation person, so we'll see how this goes. I just find that it goes on really smooth. I just find that they just never give me the finish I'm looking for. And I bought the shade Cocoa. So there is like definitely shade range, which is super important. This is looking very red all over, I will say. And I do have red undertones, but this is just looking really red. So we'll see how it blends out. I did swatch it and it looked fine, but now it's like, So their website says this is a highly pigmented buildable cream formula that leaves a natural matte finish. Apply Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation as an all-over foundation, sheared out as a tinted moisturizer, or for highlighting and contouring. Available in 30 shades, lightweight tubes are perfect for travel and on-the-go touch-ups. Ideally for combination or oily skin. A shade for all. They're right, it does start at like a sheerish finish. And this is pretty good because this is usually how I look like, what I look like after Fenty 440. So I usually do look on the redder side before I highlight and I contour. So this is not bad. It's very lightweight. Like I feel like I'm wearing nothing. So like if you have naturally perfect skin and you're just looking for something to even you out, like the pigment is there. So I would say this might be something you want to consider. So it blends in with other concealers, which is good. I don't want to buy like ABH cream concealers. I have so much concealer right now. It's ridiculous. Then I'm gonna set my highlight and contour with the contour kit from ABH. This is in Tan to Deep. Remember, contour is to add shadows to your face. So the bronzer I'm gonna use next is going to be to add warmth. Now for the moment of truth, we're gonna dig into this bronzer. It is kind of light, like I'm scared. Okay, and I'm taking this big old e.l.f. brush, number 101, and it's their bronzer brush. So it's very subtle on my skin. Like we're gonna try and build this up, but I do see the warmth, like I do. I'm not even gonna front. I hope it comes up on camera because I'm like, it's very subtle. Like if you're deeper than me, this won't be, oh yeah, we went too crazy. If you're deeper than me, this won't be necessarily the best for you because they do need to bring some more shades in there. Norvina, Anastasia, you need more shades, thank you. But I do see the warmth even in my skin complexion. I'm actually scared to use the Amrezy highlighter. Like, first of all, it looks damn perfect. Like, you want to touch this and ruin this? Sis. I also just wanted to live up to the hype, so I'm scared. So I'm taking a tapered brush. I'm gonna go with the wave. It doesn't really show up on the brush. Like, I didn't read any instructions. I didn't read any instructions, so I don't know if there's like a method to this, but we'll see. Okay, so it's there. Haha, hey sis. Oh, she's there. I kind of really like that it's like a soft gold, because a lot of times we get like really, really harsh gold and it like literally melts into my skin. Okay. And it can be neutral and subtle and just like that Amrezy glow, like that. But it can also be like blinding. I'm a fan of it. I'll just put this on my finger for my nose, like. Okay, so giving you the tea while I do this, like the real tea. It's gorgeous, like dead serious, it's gorgeous, because I feel like I could live without this though. Like, if I'm being very honest, it's gorgeous, but I'm like, if you don't have many highlighters, then this might be something to invest in. And because it's limited edition, definitely something to invest in. But to be perfectly honest, if this wasn't limited edition, I don't know that I'd want it. Like, that's just like a selling tactic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if this was like someone released this who wasn't Amrezy, like, take away the fact that it's ABH, take away the fact that it's Amrezy, and someone else released this, I don't think I'd like it as much as I do. But I'm thinking, if I saw a girl on Instagram wearing this, like exactly how I'm wearing it, I'd be like, oh, that's nice. I don't think I'd be like, what highlight is she wearing? I need to get it. So I'm just saying, use your discretion if you need it. And for lips, I'm using my favorite ABH matte liquid lipstick, and this is Veronica. All right, so I do feel I look like a little greasy after putting on setting spray with this foundation. I'm just trying to look at myself. Yeah, like just a little smidgen, greasy. I love this lip color as always. The eyes are like obviously super dramatic, but I really wanted to show you guys what it could do. There's no point in doing the palette if I'm gonna do a neutral look that you can do with any other palette. Like, I just don't think that makes sense. The glow, again, I'm torn because it does look really good. I think I put just a little bit too much. It looks good. The bronzer looks good. I didn't want to do blush because I feel like if I do blush, it'll take away from the bronzer. So the bronzer looks good. Everything looks good, but again, I do feel like the foundation is not as matte as it could be. Then again, did I use a mattifying setting spray? I didn't. That's my own fault. I just think that, you know what it is? I don't even think it's the foundation, because here looks fine, and here looks fine. I think it's the highlighter that makes me look greasy. Like, I think on the cheeks it's good, but I think for the nose, on me, it's a little bit too much. Same thing with the forehead, it's a little bit too much. Like, if you use too much of it, you will look greasy, but I do like the pigment of the highlight. I think it looks really, really good on the cheeks. Like, I can't even emphasize that enough. Again, Soft Glam was a total surprise for me. I wasn't expecting it to be as nice as it is. Let's get into final thoughts. Final thoughts on Soft Glam in comparison to Modern Renaissance. If you have Modern Renaissance, this is not the same. So I would recommend that you definitely get your hands on this if you have this. And if you like this, you're going to love this. If you don't like this, you're going to love this. So they're definitely not the same. Even the shades that are the same in here, I feel like don't even come on the same. If I was able to do a dramatic look like this, and then even as you saw in the beginning of the video, I was able to, if that was a neutral look, if I was going for a neutral look today, I could have left it at that. So even the fact that it is so versatile and the fact that I can do both, and then there's still colors in there, like, you're right, it is nice, and I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll try it, see where it goes, see if it's worth it, and I would say it's worth it. You should buy it. It's definitely a buy for me. It's definitely something I think I'll be reaching for. Like, I think that I'll be like, oh, I have Soft Glam, I can just grab this, do this. Like, I think that is something that's gonna become a part of my makeup collection. And to the stick foundation, it looks good. Like, if you look at my face, first of all, it matched. Like, I know it's weird how I put on foundation or how I choose foundations, but I always just choose ones with super red undertones. Like, I'm like looking, have I been looking at you at all, the camera, this whole time? Or have I been looking down? I think that it's a great foundation, even if you have dry skin, because even where my skin is dry, it still looks really, really good. And I think the shade is a perfect match for me. Once I put like my highlight, my contour, I think it looks really, really good. Because it's stick foundation, it doesn't kind of set and get darker. What you see is what you get. It's just about how you blend it out and how you're going to use it. But I feel like it felt good. It's really light. Like, I don't feel like I'm caked on. And that's another thing I really don't like about stick foundations, is I always feel like I have all this crap on my face. And I don't feel like that at all. It's super light and it's buildable, which is very important, because if you want to use it with a moisturizer, you can get that kind of tint where you're just basically like evening out your skin tone. The bronzer was a big surprise for me. I didn't expect to get this kind of warmth in my face. Again, this is their darkest shade, which is where they need to improve. So yes, I have bronzer on, and I think there's a big myth that like black girls don't wear bronzer because we just contour. I would love to have bronzer. This is actually the only bronzer I own. Like, that should tell you something. There's a big market open for black girls with bronzer. A lot of us want to bring that warmth back into our face. Like, I contour, and sometimes my contour looks just so cool for the look, and it's just, it throws off my face, especially with like a glow like this. You want something to complement it. You can't just contour and throw on blush. Like, you need that warmth that a bronzer will bring. And I think that if you're my shade or lighter, Mahogany will work really well for you. If you're my shade or deeper, unfortunately, Anastasia Beverly Hills did not create one that will work for your skin, which is where the problem lies. They need to build it up. I think there's only 6 shades. They need to bring a little bit more to the table. I get it, it's bronzer, so you can't go much lighter, but yes, you can definitely go deeper. So I would recommend that they bring more shades, but the formula is good. Like, it went on like a dream, and I look like I've just come from vacation. Like, I'm like actually like bronze. Like, that's what I want. I want my skin to look warm. I don't want shadows. I just want to be like, oh my gosh, look at me. I look so great. Last but not least, I'm pretty sure, is the Amrezy highlighter. The Amrezy highlighter did not disappoint. A really good glow. Like, she calls it sun in a compact, and I agree. Like, I look like I'm somebody. Like, I look like I have a private jet. I look like I come from vacation every week. Like, that's what I look like thanks to this highlighter. But again, I think it's working really well with the bronzer. I think that, again, really good choice for her, and it definitely encompasses everything that she, like, I've ever seen her wear on her face. So if that's what you're looking for, it's good. For people that don't do makeup, though, I don't think it's a necessity. For people that have a lot of highlighters, I don't think it's a necessity. I think it's limited edition, so if you want to get your hands on it, definitely do that. I think it complements every skin tone really well. Again, love it, but I'm just saying, I think if we took away the fact that it's ABH, I took away the fact that it's Amrezy, and we just kind of were like, oh, there's this really cool highlighter shade, I don't think anyone would really care. Like I'm being honest, I don't think we'd care. But it does look nice. Like, can't take away from the fact that it looks nice and it complements literally everyone. But I do think that there are other things that have been released that are kind of comparable just by other brands, things that I have that are just comparable, but so these are just like a few things, a few highlighters in my collection that I feel like not are comparable, not are dupes. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form, but they're things that are very similar that I have, like, that will give me this same glow. I would really love to know if any of you guys know which one is the Amrezy one, just based on the swatches on my arm. Like, if you can figure this out, you're like a true Amrezy rollie. Like you're a real ride or die for her. This one is the Amrezy highlight. This right here is Tarte's Spotlight. Tarte Spotlight, Amrezy, and ABH. This is Betty Luminizer by The Balm. This is Becca Prosecco Pop. This is Artist Couture Illuminati. That's what my point is that if I was to look at these, I don't know that the Amrezy one would be the first one. I'd be like, I need that one. I need that one. Like, I don't think that's the case. I think they're all gorgeous in their own right. But at the end of the day, if we took that away, the fact that it's Amrezy, the fact that it's ABH, I don't think we would really care. If you're a collector, you could probably live without it in the sense that you don't need the shade, but you're more so collecting it because it's limited edition. You're not really collecting it because it's something you're gonna reach for all the time. I think I'm just gonna reach for all the time just so I can be like, oh, it's that Amrezy Glow. You know it's that Amrezy Glow. Final thoughts. Everything that I've tried from ABH today was great. Even like my brows look super good. They look much better than I was expecting them to. Yeah, on a whole, I would definitely say the ABH stuff is worth the coin. It's up to you to decide what you need, what you want out of the collection, their spring launch. But I would say everything is definitely worth the money. I don't have buyer's remorse on any product that I have right now, which is huge. That's just what I think about them. I did enjoy everything that I used today. I don't think there's anything that I really hated or was super disappointed in. And I think that's all I have to say about that. Thanks so much for watching that video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know if you agree with me or not on these Amrezy comments, or even just ABH on a whole, how you feel about the tea, how you feel about what I said. Let me know, agree, disagree, whatever. I just want to hear it all. Leave that in the comments down below. If you're not subscribed to me, I just would like you to please subscribe. I'll put the button right here, like make it really easy for you. Subscribe to me. Also, watch my old videos. It would mean so much to me. I'll put them here and here to make it super easy for you. But aside from that, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.